Ever get that feeling like when you look at something, there's way more to it than you initially thought?
Yeah, definitely. Like when you try that new recipe and it's like way more complicated than it looked in the picture.
Exactly. Or, like, in our case today, doormen and doorwomen. You see them every day, but have you ever stopped to think about what it really takes to do that job?
It's got to be more than just standing around, right?
Way more, trust me. So, in today's deep dive, we're going to unlock some secrets get it 'cause doors about this key hospitality role.
Right. I'm intrigued. Where are we getting all this insider info?
Straight from RoleCatcher, they're like this awesome platform overflowing with career resources. And get this, it's more than just opening doors, pun intended.
Okay, now you have to tell me more. What else is involved?
Buckle up, because the scope of what they do is way broader than I ever imagined. Like, yeah, there's the greeting guests and handling luggage.
Which, let's be real, sounds like a workout on its own, especially during peak season.
You're telling me. But it goes beyond that. The RoleCatcher guide was talking about this whole other side.
Oh, like what?
Think about how much tech shapes our expectations now. Like, everyone wants things instantly personalized, right?
Totally. And if it takes more than 2 clicks to order, forget it.
Exactly. So doormen and doorwomen, they're often that very first point of contact, right?
Yeah, the first face you see, first interaction, makes sense.
And bam! They set the whole tone for your experience. It's a lot of pressure.
So they're like what? The welcome committee, the concierge, the local guide, all in one.
Basically. They answer questions about the hotel, give directions, even recommend local restaurants. The guide says they need a crazy amount of knowledge.
Okay, I'm seeing why it's more than meets the eye now.
Right. It's like being a walking, talking encyclopedia of the city.
And don't forget the security aspect.
True. I mean, they're the eyes and ears of the entire building, keeping everyone safe.
That's a unique skill set.
Yeah.
Being approachable and vigilant at the same time.
Totally. And speaking of skills, this number from RoleCatcher blew my mind. 54% of the job relies on customer service.
Wait, seriously, 54%. So like over half?
Over half. I always knew being good with people was important, but that really highlights just how vital those soft skills really are.
But what does that actually look like in their day-to-day? You can't just be smiling all the time.
Right. What does 54% customer service actually mean for someone in that role? What are they doing?
I'm curious too. Give us the details. It's all about taking those moments and turning them into few moments.
Okay, now you have to give me an example. What does that look like in action?
Well, they actually give a great example in the guide. It's all about those small gestures. It's about being empathetic, being proactive, and just creating a sense of ease for every guest, no matter what they're walking through the door with.
So it's more than just fixing a problem, it's about that human touch.
Exactly.
Because I know I've definitely had those moments where, like, you're stressed out, you're in a new place, and somebody just, like, swoops in and saves the day.
Oh, totally. Makes all the difference. Speaking of skills, the guide also talks about career progression, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, because there's this whole, I don't know, misconception that doormen and doorwomen, it's like a dead-end job, there's no room for growth. But that's not true at all, is it?
Not at all. RoleCatcher actually lays out a very clear path for advancement. They break it down into 3 distinct career stages.
Yeah.
Entry level, junior, and senior. And it's not even just about seniority. It's about like the development of your skills and your responsibilities, obviously, at each level.
Which makes sense, right? You start at the beginning, you learn the ropes, and then you work your way up.
Yeah, at the entry level, it's all about learning the ropes, greeting guests, handling luggage, just kind of understanding the flow of the hotel. But then as you progress to like junior doorman or doorwoman,
What changes there? What kind of things are you responsible for as a junior?
that's where you start to see that real shift towards problem solving and even like leadership. So you're not just like following instructions, you're thinking on your feet, you're handling guest inquiries, maybe even complaints independently, and then you might even be responsible for training new hires.
Oh, wow. So you become responsible for upholding that standard, essentially.
Yeah, you become a guardian of customer service.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, but then there's that next level, right? Senior doorman, doorwoman.
Exactly, the top of the top.
What does it take to get to that level?
At that point, you've seen it all, done it all. You're not just managing yourself, but you're often overseeing a whole team of doormen and doorwomen, making sure things are running smoothly, mentoring newer staff, and even working closely with other departments in the hotel.
To create that seamless guest experience. Wow. Okay, so the guy does a good job, it sounds like, of really illustrating those different stages and showcasing that there's actual, like, growth potential? Because I think a lot of people would probably underestimate the amount of skills and experience it takes to get to that senior level.
For sure. And there's this other feature on RoleCatcher that I think speaks to that directly. It's called RoleCatcher Copilot.
A co-pilot. Okay, now I need to know more. What is a RoleCatcher co-pilot?
It's essentially an AI career coach that you have available 24/7.
Oh, cool.
So you can input your skills, your experience, and it will actually help you identify potential career paths that you might not have even considered.
So it's like having a personalized career advisor, but like in your pocket. That's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about like the unexpected complexity and the career potential of being a doorman or doorwoman. But what about actually getting the job? How does RoleCatcher help with that?
Oh, they have a ton of tools for that. They really thought about how to make the job search process like smoother and just more efficient.
Which, I mean, let's be real, everyone wants efficiency, right? What are some of the tools that they offer? Seriously, everyone's looking for ways to make job hunting less of a headache. So what's the secret weapon in RoleCatcher's arsenal?
Picture this. You're prepping for an interview, maybe even for this doorman or doorwoman gig we've been talking about, right? And you're a little nervous because those first impressions are everything.
Oh, absolutely. Interviews can be terrifying. You never know what they're going to throw at you.
Exactly. But RoleCatcher, they've got this awesome feature. Remember that RoleCatcher Copilot we were talking
Yeah,
about?
the AI career coach thing, right?
Right. One of the things it does is, get this, it gives you AI-powered feedback on your interview answers. You can actually record yourself answering practice questions.
Oh, hold on. It's like a mock interview with a robot.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then it analyzes everything. What you say, how you say it.
So it's like having a personal coach, but without the judgmental stares.
Exactly. And it's not just about pointing out what you did wrong. It helps you build confidence, because let's face it, when you walk into that interview feeling prepared, knowing you've practiced those answers and gotten personalized feedback, you're going to kill it.
Especially for a role like this one where, like we've been saying, those soft skills, that confidence, it's make or break.
Totally. And it gets even better. RoleCatcher also has this massive database of interview questions, like over 100,000.
100,000? Are they serious?
Yeah, 120,000 to be exact. And the best part, they're not just random questions they pulled out of a hat. They're tailored to specific jobs, specific industries.
So you're not wasting time practicing for questions that'll never come up.
Exactly. You focus on what matters, what they're actually going to ask you in a doorman or doorwoman interview.
Smart, right?
Super smart. So instead of feeling like you have to be ready for anything, you can walk in there feeling prepared, focused, knowing you've got this.
And that's what RoleCatcher's all about, giving you the tools and the confidence to succeed. Well, I'd say we've definitely gone beyond just opening doors today, haven't we?
Definitely not just opening doors. We've uncovered this whole other side of being a doorman or doorwoman. The skills, the career path, the impact they have on people's experiences.
It's a role that often flies under the radar, but they're the ones who can make or break your first impression of a place.
Totally. In a world where everything's becoming so digital, so impersonal, that human touch is more valuable than ever.
It really makes you think. Next time you're walking through that door, take a second to appreciate the person on the other side. They're not just holding it open, they're creating an experience.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And if you're out there listening, thinking about a career change, or just curious about the hospitality world, give RoleCatcher a look. You might be surprised by what you find.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.